always treat me like a slave.
तो एक के चलती हजारों आदमी भूखे मर जाते हैं।
मैं तो सोचता था कि मैं कहीं मम्मी को मैं बहुत बोलता था, मम्मी मुझे कुछ अच्छा पॉइजन दे दो कि मैं मर जाऊं।
Oh my God, they've been blasting the rags.
A brand new season of Undercover Asia.
There's still apprehension on how the one country, two systems political system will continue to evolve. But it's the resilience of the people, holding on to their culture proudly, and strong institutions all help to make Hong Kong what it is today, and the hope of a better tomorrow. Roland Lim, CNA, Hong Kong.
This is Asia Now.
It's 5 p.m. in Singapore and Hong Kong, 2:30 in New Delhi and 4 o'clock in Jakarta. I'm Angela Lim. At this hour, a new COVID-19 variant detected in Vietnam. It's believed to be a hybrid of the mutations first detected in India and the UK. Malaysia's soaring COVID-19 infections hit a new high. The country is gearing up for another lockdown, set to begin on Tuesday. And police make arrests as hundreds hold anti-lockdown and vaccination protests across Melbourne. Vietnam has detected a new COVID-19 variant that spreads quickly through the air. It says the strain is a mix of the mutations first discovered in India and the UK. The country's health minister says the new variant was identified after genetic sequencing was carried out on several COVID-19 patients. It's said to be much more transmissible than previously known variants. Vietnam has reported to find 7 different variants, including those first detected in the UK, India and South Africa. Vietnam's latest coronavirus wave has seen more than 3,600 local cases in 33 cities and provinces. Factory zones in 2 northern provinces account for a large number of cases. The country reported 49 new local infections, of which 46 are in Bac Giang. The province has around 1,900 cases. Neighbouring Bac Ninh has reported about 740 cases. Well, Malaysia has reported more than 9,000 new COVID-19 cases, and that's its highest daily count since the start of the pandemic. The country has logged 5 straight days of record new infections, and that brings the total number of cases in the country to more than 550,000. 70,000 personnel from the police and agencies under the Home Ministry will be deployed to ensure compliance when Malaysia enters a full COVID-19 lockdown for 2 weeks from Tuesday. Roadblocks throughout the country will be increased from 600 to more than 800, according to local media. Only essential economic and service sectors are allowed to operate during this period. Prime Minister Muhyiddin Yassin says the decision to impose the total lockdown is due to the worsening outbreak and the risk of new variants. Well, hundreds have taken to the streets of Melbourne to protest COVID-19 lockdowns and vaccinations. Victoria State has reported 5 new COVID-19 cases amid a strict week-long lockdown. The new infections takes its latest cluster to 35, and it's feared that thousands are now at risk as the number of exposure sites visited by infected patients grows to more than 150. Police tackled several protesters and arrested 14 people as the gathering in Melbourne's central business district turned violent. This is the state's 4th coronavirus lockdown. Gatherings, including protests, are currently banned in Victoria. Residents may only leave their houses for vaccinations, essential work, healthcare, grocery shopping and exercise.
The virus does not respond to protests. The virus responds to public health measures. There are 5 legal reasons to leave your home. Protesting against a virus isn't going to work. And if you do, you are breaching the public health orders, and Victoria Police will hold you to account for that, and that involves significant fines.
On the opposite side of the spectrum, some groups have been rushing to get vaccinated. Authorities have reported hours-long queues at vaccination centres. They've been trying to book a shot or get one by walking in. A designated state hotline for booking has crashed continually since Thursday.
What we are now facing for the first time is an outbreak with vaccines available. And over the last few days, we've seen record numbers of people coming forward to be vaccinated. So my message is, don't give up. We're doing everything we possibly can. Thousands and thousands of people are getting through the system.
Australia has effectively contained all past outbreaks through speedy contact tracing, snap lockdowns, and strict regional border controls. Its latest outbreak was caused by a traveller who left hotel quarantine in South Australia after testing negative, but later tested positive in Melbourne. Elsewhere, Taiwan is reviewing current COVID-19 measures under its Level 3 virus alert. The government will announce updates early next week, and that's as more than 490 new cases are recorded, mostly local transmissions. At least 21 more people have lost their lives. Taipei and New Taipei cities are moving to prepare for lockdowns under a potential Level 4 alert. Authorities will execute a simulation drill tomorrow. It includes store closures and limited transportation. Residents may only leave their homes for essential purposes. Health officials say the most urgent task is to make sure testing capacity is adequate. There have been delays in reporting positive cases. Authorities are also struggling to search for more than 300 missing people. They have tested positive but could not be contacted. And mass testing for COVID-19 is underway in the southern Chinese city of Guangzhou. Authorities there are clamping down on a recent rise in infections. A neighborhood in Guangzhou's city center has been ordered shut, and residents are told to stay home. People in 4 nearby districts have also been ordered to limit outdoor activity. Guangzhou has reported 2 new locally transmitted cases. 20 new infections have been recorded there over the past week. Officials are also testing residents in nearby Shenzhen. China has reported a handful of new cases every day, but it says almost all are infected abroad. The country, meanwhile, has administered 603 million doses of COVID-19 vaccines so far. Well, the US says it's committed to supporting India in tackling the coronavirus crisis. Secretary of State Antony Blinken made this reaffirmation when he met the Indian Foreign Minister in Washington.
Wonderful to have him at the State Department, and very important as well because the United States and India are working together on so many of the most important challenges of our time, and ones that are having a profound impact on the lives of our citizens. We're united in confronting COVID-19 together.
Mr. Blinken says India was there for the US during the early days of the pandemic, and that's something Washington will never forget. He also says relations between the two countries is strong and productive. He pointed to their partnerships, including through the Quad security dialogue and in tackling climate change. Indian Foreign Minister Subramaniam Jaishankar says his country is appreciative of the US for its support and solidarity at this moment of great difficulty. The South Asian nation's tally of infections stands at 27.7 million, with a death toll at over 332,000. And up next on Asia Now, Hong Kong's annual Tiananmen Square Vigil banned for the 2nd year in a row. And later, climate change hits the US hard, but Alaska is taking most of the heat.
Should you use your CPF for property investment? Come to the Singapore Property Show 2021 to learn more from leading property market experts in 40 informative webinars. Our top flight speakers will be covering a wide range of topics to help you make a most informed decision. How do you make the most of your CPF for property investment? Are ECs still the golden goose? Is owning multiple properties only for the wealthy? What kind of property is in demand by district? Get these answers and more. Plus, stand to win $8,000 worth of cash prizes. Join us at our webinars this weekend on 29th and 30th May for essential property investment advice. What are you waiting for? Visit sps2021.99.co to register now. The Singapore Property Show 2021 is proudly organised by MediaCorp and our esteemed partners.
This is Game Oji-san. I make YouTube videos. While he does bespoke carpentry, I get up close with a new generation of local craftspeople.
Whatever it took to become a woodworker, I think I did it.
Starting with a furniture artisan.
If you're a CEO, the desk represents you.
Will I keep all my fingers? Handmade Tails, a brand